Hi, everyone. This is Rob Kidd from rural Vermont. I just want you to experience his energy because I can tell you about him and he can email you himself, but when you actually experience energy, then there's a relationship there. So that's part of this movement. Vermont.
Well, actually, the hemp campaign in Vermont is just so exciting. Just to take a couple steps back, is over about 2000 is the legislature performed a study on hemp just to show the economic benefits and how it would actually help farmers here in Vermont.
Oh, great.
And that basically put the framework into showing that there's benefits behind this.
Who inspired the study?
And that was just a bunch of representatives who had an interest in that, some farmers. We had some interest. UVM Extension, the University of Vermont Extension Services, they wanted to actually just look into that as a possibility.
Is the study available to read somewhere
Yeah,
online?
the study is available online, available from the UVM Extension website, that particular study.
Great.
So that was early on stages. Then later on, in 2006, we started doing a full-fledged campaign to actually get Vermont's laws to be changed. At that time, Vermont, we were successfully able to lobby the legislature into passing a bill that actually allowed hemp cultivation if the feds changed their rules. So if the Congress changed the law, the DEA changed the law, or if they interpreted it differently, it would allow Vermont farmers to start growing hemp.
Right.
But that particular legislation was modeled based on the Canadian system and what was passed in North Dakota, where it actually had a lot of rules and regulations that you had to criminal background checks, you had to have all your excess waste destroyed, it had to be every field marked, you had to have security precautions.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of rules and regulations that were attached to it. But basically, that overwhelmingly passed in Vermont. The legislature just took it and went, oh, this makes sense. The initial opposition was kind of weakened because it had all those initial concerns attached to it. They had all these safety precautions to take it away from the marijuana stigmatism.
Right.
And because it still allowed the opportunity for federal laws to change. In the meantime, we just continued our positive campaign of releasing information. Right. We've been celebrating Hemp History Week for the last 5 years.
Positive energy is key.
And just doing complete education around that. And since that legislation passed, we've had our Congressman Peter Welch sign on to the Industrial Hemp bill in the House. We've had our one senator, Senator Bernie Sanders, sign on to it in the Senate. And we've had Senator Leahy come full force from behind. His initial response was, we have a connection to the law enforcement community, to now where they firmly support us behind the bill.
Great.
So they're not just talking the line of what law enforcement community wants you to do.